Hi guys, Tix back here with another video review. This time we're looking at the Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Alpha Bravo. I haven't got the box with me, I think it's been thrown away, but it's basically the same sort of design of the box, telling the figure and everything, and the back shows you the figure, so it's basically the same. Now, I think I said in my other review of Skydive that all the figures have basically the same sort of frame, but everything else is changed, which is a really ingenious way of reusing a mould. Basically, it's a heavy retool of the other mould, obviously. Here's Alpha Bravo, and it looks really cool. I like the burnt orange on the side, the gold on the side here, the missiles. The blue highlights from the vehicle mode. It just looks really cool, and the backpack isn't that bad. A lot of people have said the backpack is bad, but it suits it. It's a transformer that transforms into a vehicle. Obviously he's going to have a backpack, so it looks really cool. The tail fin at the back here you can move either side. I've just taken it off. That's not to do with the feet, that's to do with my ham hands at the moment, so to go. You can have it on either side, that side and that side. I'm just taking it off completely again. Sorry guys. It just goes straight back off. But you can have it any which way you want. But the white is like ice white, looks really nice. You see the combiner part, and it's hidden. It's got designs in it to look like the chest, which I think is excellent as well. His head looks really cool. I don't know him much in G1. If he was in G1. I can't remember because it's been ages since I watched it, although I've just ordered the G1 cartoon on DVD, so anyway. His weapon, he comes with a weapon, and his weapon looks really cool, if we can get some light onto it. His mouldy detail, it looks like suspension from a car, the wheel here, and it really looks like suspension, and on this side you see all the bullets here. I'm actually painting those bullets, it looks really cool. But it looks like a decent gun, and it doesn't look stupid at all in holding it. It just comes with a combiner part, which is basically the same as the others, except it's got like Gatling guns on the front, or mini guns, or what you want to call them. Yeah, basically it's black. That's the all accessories to come with, but it's a decent enough figure. It's got a lot of detail. In fact, inside the hollow part of his arm, there is like piston details in there, which hides the fact that it's hollow inside, which I think is really cool. Finger details, right down to the knuckles, if you can see. I'm really impressed with this figure alone. I like the other figures, but this, I think it's the white and the burnt orange that put together. It's really cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Do a size comparison. Here he is with his two other combiner buddies. Here is Dragstrip, and here is Skydive. And as you can see, they look really cool. I know he's a Decepticon, but they look really cool on a shelf. Like I said in my other review, I am doing the stuff, getting the Transformers off the box. I think that's to do with my OCD, but anyway, I will be getting all the last aerial bots to get all the aerial bots. But anyway, here they are, and they look really good on the shelf. Obviously, I don't have Decepticons on the shelf, but with Skydive, it looks really cool. So yeah, really cool. So get this off to the side, and a bit more. Like I said, the colours are primarily these burnt orange, gold, white, grey, black, and a little bit of blue. More pronounced in the vehicle mode. But as you can see, his head sculpt is really cool. He has a blue visor, no light piping, but his blue visor is really nice, and everything's so sharp and detailed on this. There's no running off, especially here, where the orange and the white meet on here. It's well done, really well done. The orange hasn't come off onto the white, which is really cool. Moulding in chest, which is actually the combiner part. You got the black, you got details all the way through here. I think I've already done details, but I'm doing some more, but it's really cool. The articulation for this guy, his head is on a ball joint so he can look up. Not much down because his chin hits his chest piece, but it looks down a little bit. Side to side, he can sort of tilt his head side to side. He's got a ball joint in the shoulder, a swivel pin hinge here in the elbow, nothing at the wrist. Waist articulation, he has a swivel below that, and then the thigh. He bends at the knee like this, which is pretty cool. Decent range of motion from there. Nothing at the feet, although you can get some look of it due to the transformation. But all in all, I'm really impressed with this figure. Probably more so than any other person. To complain in the vehicle mod is only a minor complaint. I'm just going to say it because it's complaint. These don't peg in anywhere. They're just sort of placed at the back. But I'm not really bothered. You can just move that up, because if you leave that down, it's going to hold in. You have to move this whole hinge piece up so you can hold in. But apart from that, broke mod is really cool. So transforming is really simple. What you start doing by spin his head around all the way so it's facing back, and then straighten the arms out, and then there's a peg hole right there. Peg that into the side. On the other side, straighten his arm out, peg it in, and then what you want to do is, you can either do it two ways. You can peg the legs together or leave them out. I like to peg the legs together like that, and then come in where the knees are, open up the back, and then collapse the knees in just like skydive, like so. Actually, before you do that, you want to spin the waist around and then collapse the legs like skydive, because these pegs holes there and there and pegs there and there to peg that in like that, and then you can close this up, and then here you want to spin this around like that, the foot, untapping it from the side and then bring it across, untap from the side, spin across, and then peg these two together, and then bring the feet down on top of that and peg that into place. Oops. Like that. Block piece. Then go around this side, take the blades, bring them out, and then push that in there, these two pegs inside there, peg that into place, and then you want to rotate this around without taking it off, unpeg it from there, and then there's two pegs on the inside here which peg into those pegs you've just taken out of, like that, and there you have Alpha Bravo in vehicle mode. Now this vehicle mode looks really cool. I mean, I'm not a big fan on helicopters. I think they're cool, but I'm not a big fan on helicopters, just like PR is. But this helicopter looks really cool. It's sleek design. You flip it over, you do see the chest piece and the head, but it's a really decent vehicle mod for him. His blades do spin, and you can put the if you get the foot piece. I think I've got the wrong foot. Yeah. This piece here, there's a peg hole right there. If you peg that into place on the bottom, you've got like a stand for it, which is really cool. And you've got machine gun there. You've got a stand for it if you wish. His weapon can plug into place again on the bottom of this peg hole here, or these peg holes on either side there, disguised as vents that you can peg in, and it won't interfere with. Kind of wish there was two just to make it equal. Or underneath, I've just gone raise fists. You can, if you take that off, raise fists, wet hands. You can actually plug this in like that. So you've got like a machine gun there, which is pretty cool. So these options, it kind of looks alright there, but it's still a bit big for the actual vehicle mode. It looks really cool. You can see the gold missiles on this side. You got the Autobot symbol on the wing there with the blue stripe going through. Nice white. This front end reminds me of a space shuttle. I think it's because of the white and the black. And you can see the underneath, but basically this is it. I wish there was a little bit more detail, like if the tail rotor here was like a silver or grey colour, and the vents in there were silver or grey colour, but and the details out here were picked out, because you can see the details inside the rotor are pretty cool. Now I don't know if it's just my figure or not, but this rotor here is really loose. I'll actually fix that myself with a little bit of super glue in the joint, and then it makes rough up. But pretty cool. That's the only complaint about vehicle mode. The fact that it doesn't have any landing gear, but I'm not bothered. It just looks really, really cool. So yeah, we'll do size comparisons. Here is again with these combiner bodies. Here it is Skydive, and here is, look at straight out, is a drag strip. There you are, and they look pretty cool, although I think the Formula 1 car is a little bit oversized. But if it actually picked the sizes for these vehicles, they wouldn't suit being arms or legs or anything. But anyway, there you are, they look really cool together. Obviously you can be the odd one out, but anyway, Skydive, I'll go for. So yeah, I'll straighten it out. So, pretty cool. Oops, got to fold these down. There you go. Decent. All these figures are really decent. I can't afford the big, massive ones. Actually, I've just noticed something. See there, right there, orange splodge there. I don't know if it's paint underneath or not. I don't know what that is. I'll show you a bit more. That orange splodge, you see it right there. Don't know where that's come from. I don't remember seeing that. I might have just cleaned that off. But that's the only splotch in the whole vehicle. You might not got that, it might be just a quality issue, but I can just clean it off with some paint remover or something. Just be careful not to get it on there, because this whole white thing is moulded in white, so paint remover might tell that off. But oh no, it's quite I love these Combiner Wars figures, they're real cool. Now to get to limb mode, I believe is a leg. I think is it the left leg? Well, it's a leg anyway. I'll just transform the leg. Basically, it's like a half transformation to leg. So what to do? Actually, we'll do the arm first, then we'll do the leg. Fold these pieces up like you would. Unpeg this. So, and then peg this piece up. So, and then peg that into place. Twist his head back around, so when you flip the combiner part, actually, that's for leg mode. Keep his head that way, flip his head this way, peg that back into place. And then what you want to do is bring these pieces over between these things, just like you would in vehicle mode. Bring this piece up a little bit so it just gets like that. And then you want to detach the arms a second, get out of the way. Open these up. Actually, you want to fold all this open because you won't be able to put the combiner fist in. Twist it around, and then, as I said before, there's a peg there, there's a peg hole there that you want to peg that in place, which is really cool. Hold it on in place instead of being floppy all over the place. Fold that piece up, then you can split, get the legs out. unpeg it from the body there and pull it out like you would for robot mode. Peg it together. Now you leave it like that. You could bend this down if you want. Actually no, keep that up all the way. Bend the thing like that, and then basically there's you've got your arm. You can either leave the arms down, or you can do pretty much what the other figures do. Bring this over like so, although because his arms are longer because the missile, bring them over there like that, and there you have the arm. And then you want to bring, let's make this, I don't know, the right arm, follow up the fists, fingers down, and then peg that to there, and there you go, there's an arm, there's the arm for it. So it can be an arm on either side. Again, due to this thumb, you can move that over. You've got that arm, move that over. You've got that arm, blah blah. Pretty cool. And while we're on the fist, there is actually a way of having these fingers articulated. And the guy online, I can't remember, I've seen it on Facebook. You can cut this all open, put a pin through that way, and you can actually have articulated fingers. So I'm not going to do it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. There you go. Now that's the arm mode, what we're going to do is stick it into leg mode. Now, in order to do that, what you want to do is just detach this piece, bring this piece up, spin his head around, back round like for rope mode, and then spin the kind of pine and peg all the way back, see, so you can't see his head. And then what I'm going to do is basically try and get it back into helicopter mode. Bring the legs down. Like so. Get that out of the way. Whoops. This is to do with my ham-fistedness, not to do with the quality of the figures, so tap it in. Now leave all this open like you would there, and then what you want to do is you can tab these pieces back here like so, with the arms in position for vehicle mode. Leave it like that. You can either leave this spike out or spin it. I like to leave the spike out, and then you get the combiner foot, pick it to the bottom of here, and there you go, there is the foot. I think it's the left or right foot, it doesn't matter, it's a foot and you can have it in either side. There's no real particular way you can have the feet, but basically that's the leg, and it looks like a decent leg anyway. We'll have a look with the other guys combined. Just look at the back of the box of one of the other figures, and he's actually the right leg, and then we have drag strip as the right arm, and then skydive as the left arm. And as you can see, you can pretty much see what's going on there. If we can camera up. There's a leg, there's an arm, and there's an arm. Now we need Silver Bolt and I can't remember the other one. No, Firefly, and I'll have the combiner. So yeah, found them, but it's going to cost me about 40 quid for the both of them. So yeah, there is sort of a look at it. So yeah, can't wait to see it all together. You can peg the weapon on there if you wish, which kind of hides on there, but it's entirely up to you. Or you can do it on the back to look like a piston or something, but yeah. I'm not sure the weapons pegged together to do anything. I mean, he's all their weapons, but I can't see anything pegging together or anything. So the others might, Silverwalt might come with some weapon, but I don't know. But basically, that's them. I can't wait to get the rest of them. So tell me what you think of this figure and this review. Helped me a lot. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.